Why the flannel shirt? Nobody asked. It's because today I'll be taking this Wagoneer out of the shop for the last time under its original power and going for a cruise before we pull the body off and do a Cummins swap. Welcome to Repower Garage. For those of you who might not be full-size Jeep guys or Jeep guys at all, just a bit more about this Grand Wagoneer stock powertrain. So again, we have a 5.9 liter, 360 cubic inch V8 carbureted engine going to a TorqueFlite 727 3-speed transmission with an overdrive. Those two components come out and get replaced. However, behind that, we have an EP5 part-time four-wheel drive transfer case with a vacuum actuated four-wheel drive switch and a selectable low range that is staying in. That's a nice transfer case. That sends power to the front and rear Dana 44 axles. Front axles have locking hubs, worn locking hubs on this one. And since this has a factory tow package, they are equipped with 331-to-1 ring and pinion sets. So I am going to keep that ring and pinion set, run a slightly larger tire, and I'm hoping that I'm really happy with that combination out of the box. Looking at the gear ratio calculators online, it looks like I will be very happy with that. Adding 3 more gears to the transmission in this, and obviously adding the predictability and reliability of a common rail diesel engine, this thing should be pretty fun to drive. It is hard not to be happy when you're driving an old, woody Grand Wagoneer, as long as it is driving and behaving, which, knock on wood, this one, once you got the engine started, is behaving so far. All right, so we're out here on a safe dead-end county road. I want to do a couple 0 to 60s. Factory on this bad boy was about 12 seconds. I'm guessing we'll be close to that. This is a pretty strong engine. It was cared for, and I don't think the smog belts are attached, so we might even have a little bit of a gain there. So we'll see how close we can get to that 12 seconds and see what it feels like. And hopefully sooner than later, we'll be able to come right back to the same spot and do it again with a 2.8. Too bad. You know, old V8 blowing the cobwebs out of it a little bit. I probably just burned about 10 gallons of gas, but yeah, it was healthy. It didn't miss a beat. So I'm sure this will make a good engine and transmission for somebody on their project that wants to stay a bit more original. Might do it a couple more times just for fun, give the old girl a workout. I think every 360 V8 I've had in one of these had that exhaust tick, and this one is no different. It is the only abnormal sound coming from the engine bay that wouldn't be there from the factory. Kind of annoying, but oh well. I'm flirting with disaster here. I did not want to put gas in it. The gauge is bouncing between 1/4 and 3/8. I have no idea how accurate it is, but I also didn't want to fill it up with a bunch of gas that then I got to pump out later when I drain the tank to do the diesel conversion. So trying to run it as close to fumes as possible, but also get back to the garage so I am not stranded. There's a reason that these things were in production for as long as they were. Going from the changeover from the original Willys wagon to running up to 1991 with, relatively zero body changes, a few styling changes, front grills, some trim, obviously some interior upgrades, but more or less the same basic vehicle. And that reason is because they're so fun to drive. They're very well behaved. They have a great turning radius. They're nimble. They're heavy enough that those leaf springs still feel nice and smooth. And all in all, it's just a pleasure to drive. So people upgrade these things, ranging from just putting an HCI distributor on the 360 and getting rid of the spark control module, to doing Silverado powertrain conversions, taking a 4L80 and a 5.3, or even doing like a proper LS crate engine conversion, to what we're going to do is a diesel swap. There's a bunch of combinations in between that people have done over the years because these have been in production for so long. But the number one thing that any of these need, regardless of your engine choice, is overdrive. I can't beat that horse enough. All right, I've got the Wagoneer back in the shop. I think it was a very fitting and pleasant farewell for this engine to go on to its next life, hopefully in another Wagoneer or a Jeep, whatever anyone wants. Let me know if you need a good strong 360. Definitely needs a rear main seal. Transmission shifts wonderfully. I think it definitely needs an input seal, but easy problems to fix, especially if they're sitting on a pallet. So with that, I'm gonna get this thing up in the air, start soaking body mount bolts, and our next episode, hopefully we'll be taking the body off of a Grand Wagoneer using a lift. How spoiled am I, right? Thank you for watching another episode of Repower Garage.